Welcome back. I'm out here turkey hunting. It's last week of season. I think there's 4 or 5 days left, but got 2 days blocked out so I have today and tomorrow. Got my camping stuff with me, so I'm just gonna hike way back in on some of these old logging roads. See if I can't find some turkeys that aren't as pressured, but I got one gobbling down here. He's gobbled once way down in this bottom. I haven't decided if I'm going to drop down there and see if he answers or if I'm going to just sit up here and wait and see if he calls some more. Because he's a ways down there and he's only gobbled once, so I don't know exactly where he's at. He's just this big flat down there, so if he's in that flat, it's going to be hard to find him. As you can tell, bugs are really bad up here right now, but real pretty morning out here. Yeah, so I'll keep you updated. I don't know exactly what's happening with this turkey. Sit here for a little bit, see if he won't answer the calls a couple more times, and if he does, I'll drop down. If not, I'll just move on and keep moving in and see if I can't find him somewhere else. It's also kind of the edge of private if you drop down in there, so the farther I go that way, it's all public. If I go that way, it ends up private, so we'll see what happens. That other turkey only gobbled a couple more times, then it started to rain, so I ended up moving on. So I'm about 5-6 miles back in here. I just called, and one answered. I think he's in the next clear cut, so I'm gonna go get kind of towards the edge. There's a big group of trees in between, and see if maybe I can't call and get him to come in. He's only gobbled twice, but he's not that far, so hopefully. These late season birds, they can be sometimes real easy to call in, sometimes real hard, but we'll see. There's a group of jakes working up the road towards me. I think that's what I heard gobbling. There's 4 of them. They're only a couple 100 yards away, so I think I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet and see if they'll work up. I know the one had a beard probably like that, but I'd still shoot it if it came in, especially because we only have 5 days left of season, so if they come across, I should get a shot at them. They've just been working my way, so wish me luck. We'll see what happens. That worked very well. I mean, it's not a big tom by any means, none of them were, but there was at least 4 of them that I saw. One came up to this tree that was right next to me at like 4 yards and I could see just his head. There was one at like 10 yards to the right of me, completely open, but there was no way I was swinging that far. Because I pretty much had this window and it was all tucked in here. And I just had to make sure, because I know 3 of them had beards. I don't know about the last one, but as soon as it turned, I could see just a little beard. And I'm like, good enough for me. I mean, it was, I don't know, 8 yards, 10 yards max. But yeah, that light calling, they knew exactly where I was. I mean, they had already started up the hill, and that one had actually knew I was here. Just didn't, like, know, but it's like, something ain't right there. So he started to walk away. And that's when he got into the road where I could actually see him, because there's just no way. I mean, there was turkeys everywhere. I mean, there was one right here in this little opening right back there. There was one with his head right at this tree. And I mean, that tree's 3 yards away. And then obviously there was the 2 that were down on the road. but yeah, they came straight to where I had gobbled them. They never gobbled or anything. I did hear a gobble way off in the distance, so maybe I'll go grab this bird, tag him, and then go see if I can't. I have 2 tags, obviously 1 now. See if I can't go find another turkey. I'll go show you this turkey. Yep, this gun still kicks, but it's nice to carry. As you can tell by the tail fan, it's definitely a Jake. Those long tail feathers in the center, that means it's a Jake. Once they're a full tom, they'll be all even. But before then, the 2 middle ones, or this one 4 middle ones, all short. But definitely doesn't have almost no spurs to him. But no, I was happy with any turkey on this trip. Got a nice little 3 inch beard. I've always wanted to get a collection of beards ranging from like 1 inch all the way up to like 10 inches. I don't have one of these lengths, so that's always good. Add to my collection, but yeah, I'm happy with this bird. Hopefully I can go find another one. It's a lot more weight to carry, especially when I already have like 50 pounds worth of gear. Especially if I can go get that other one that was gobbling a little bit ago way off in the distance. So I'll keep you updated, see if I see any more turkeys, but at least he's lighter. He'll eat good. Don't know exactly what I'll make him into, but we'll see. I'll keep you updated if I find another bird. If I don't, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Well, on my way out, I decided to go hang some trail cameras on some wallows right now. So I'm taking a little bit of a detour off the logging roads and down some of these creek drainages to get to them. Look what I found. So, this right here is what they call coral. If you can find it fresh, which this one is fairly fresh, there's red and there's yellow. Very good eating. You can do, people like to put it in like salads. Kind of tastes like a peppery mushroom. It's a pretty mild mushroom. It has a little bit of a pepper. You can either eat it raw or you can cook it. I've eaten them in eggs. I personally prefer them raw. You can find them real fresh. This one's a little bit old, so it's not like the best, but anytime you're walking in any of these like cedar drainages or in the spring or fall, anytime there's a lot of moisture, you'll find these. Obviously, you'll see there's like bug holes and stuff, so it's not like crazy fresh. It's still edible, you just have to eat it fairly quickly if you decide to pick it, but it's still delicious if you can find it fresh. It goes bad pretty quick though, so I usually just eat it raw when I find it, so.